Hey guys, welcome to another New World video. So guys, just a quick one today because I've been getting questions like crazy about Brimstone Sands fresh start servers and the PTR. So I just wanted to talk about this topic and see what we can make of it. So let's get into it. So this morning, AGS posted this and the community went crazy. Brimstone Sands is set to release on October 18th, and although everyone is crazy hyped for this and it got everyone excited, it also opened up a ton of questions. Will this be like the PTR? Will we get fresh start servers with the release? Or will we get them later? Will we see the release be all the content, but like the PTR only be able to do the new player experience and Brimstone won't be accessible for 2 weeks? Goes on and on. Well, to be honest, no one really knows. But I see many content creators breaking it down and giving their opinions, and this has had the effect of turning the community on its ass because so many people put so much weight in what they say. So let me throw my hat in the ring on this, and I will preface by saying, this is just my opinion. I don't know anything more than you do, just like everyone else making content doesn't either. First, the PTR release schedule and how it affects the live servers. Here is where I believe many people have gotten very confused, and sadly many content creators didn't help the situation. The PTR first release was Cycle 1, the new player experience, with all the content in the game, the heart rooms, the room glass, the Brimstone area, everything, but all of the additional content wasn't accessible, not right away. Then 2 weeks later, we entered into the next phase of the PTR, and we got new backstories and we could create a level 60 and enter into Brimstone Sands, as well as test the Halloween event. Followed by an additional PTR cycle where we were given all of the heart runes and we could test those. This release schedule has led many content creators to start saying, this makes sense, and I've seen so many videos with them theory crafting this scenario where AGS released fresh start servers along with the new player experience. Then around 2 weeks later releasing Brimstone once everyone has a chance to catch up. You know, just like on the PTR. Solid theory, right? Well, not entirely. There are other variables not being considered in this whole idea. For one, and maybe the most important, for all of you out there who haven't played in a long while, returning for this update, AGS changed how the PTR works in a big way with the Summer Medley Fair PTR. Whenever they do a release with a ton of content, we don't see it all at once on the PTR. Like with that PTR, we got pieces like the event followed 2 weeks later by musical instruments and stuff like that. It's not a hat tip at how the content will be released on live. They do this because people tend to be more excited about certain aspects of an update, and they want every aspect to get tested. So they release it in 2-week rotations so people will test a certain aspect, file reports, find bugs, and all of that before the next round. This is what I feel is happening on the Brimstone Sands PTR. I don't think we will see the content released in parts. I mean, it's possible, but no matter how they do it, you will leave parts of the community disappointed. If they were to release the fresh start, plus the new player experience 2 weeks ahead of Brimstone, then a huge chunk of the community, the ones who have remained around for a long time, the ones who have been playing for months, who have no intention of re-rolling, these players would be sitting waiting for 2 weeks with nothing, and AGS won't want that. Because these will be the people that will tend to stick around after all of this Brimstone Sands hype dies away, and all of the returning players who came back just for Brimstone Sands fade away again. We also need to consider the logistics of a content drop, especially one this big. Let's be honest here, AGS, even after so many PTRs, doesn't always have a great first day when it comes to new content. I don't think I can think of a single major content update that has went off without a hitch on day one. It's just the reality of a small player group testing on the PTR versus the huge population of live and how things play out. And AGS knows this. They've talked about it in almost every dev blog. So I think it is maybe a little wishful to think that with an update this big with this much hype, in combination with their historical reputation, to expect them to risk so much by dropping fresh servers on the same day. It will simply be just too much to manage for them and will bring it way too much potential for failure, or at least perceived failure by the social media storm that looms on the horizon to scream I told you it was a dead game blah 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 if a large failure does happen to take place. So considering all of these things, I think what's more likely to happen is this. We will see the release of Brimstone Sands, the new player experience, and the Halloween event all at once, but we won't see fresh start servers, not that day. Then I would wager that we will see the beginnings of a territory bonus, contribution, overhaul, in October and November PTR with no new content, because that's generally the content cycle. They drop content, followed by reworks and fixes, followed by more content. And closer to that PTR, we will see the fresh start servers. Also guys, if you want to hop on the live server starting October 5th and running through October 17th in preparation of Brimstone Sands, AGS is running an experience event. This event will offer 1.5 times character experience from all sources. This will also even apply to rested XP, so leveling up will be crazy fast. The fact that they even say in this post that they are holding this event because they want to give new and returning players an opportunity to catch up with the current players so that they can experience the new content alongside, says to me that fresh starts are not going to be happening before or around the launch. Now, I could be way off here, but this is just what makes sense to me. But here's what I know. The release schedule of content on the PTR doesn't reflect the reality of how it will be released on live. That's simply a test schedule. Never expect it to release onto live in the same manner. We will get it all in one lump, that I can almost guarantee. So guys, the main thing I was trying to get across here is this. I don't expect fresh servers to come on October 18th or even around the 18th, and the reason why is simple. They haven't even officially announced anything about it yet, and AGS is slow. When they officially announce something, that means it's coming in weeks, not days. Now, before you go crazy saying, well, it was in the data mine, yeah, I know. A lot of things are. Mounts were in the data mine in October of 2021, and everyone got super hype about it. Many things are in the data mine. This doesn't mean it's soon, it just means they're working on it. Anyway guys, I just wanted to talk about it because so many seem to be putting so much weight in things that are not really related and building hopes around it. And I sadly think a lot of the hopes are premature. But again, what do I know? I could be wrong also. Okay guys, that's all. My best advice would be to simply play. Playing on the current live servers, getting reacquainted with how the characters play, where everything is, and stuff like that won't hurt you, especially if you're playing on the fresh start. It might even give you an edge so you can jump in faster. Or don't, whatever you like. But one thing I will tell you though is that the moment I hear anything about fresh start servers that is official, I will 100% let you know. Also guys, I just wanted to give everyone a big heads up about the channel's Patreon. I'm not generally the type to advertise on my videos, but many members of my community have asked me to do this, so here we are. So why should you join up to my Patreon? Well, it's simple. I don't make enough off my YouTube channel to do this full time, and any contribution to the channel I will use directly for content for you guys. That's first and foremost, but also, I will be doing monthly giveaways for Patreon members only, and certain videos moving forward such as gold guides, anything that might have a huge impact on the in-game economy. Any of those videos will be available for patrons only for 48 hours before I publish them on YouTube publicly, so that it might give my patrons a leg up before the market adjusts as it always does when I post those types of videos. So guys, if you want to support me and the channel in making content, please look in the description and find my Patreon link. And if you can't or simply don't want to, please hit the like button and subscribe as it helps me a great deal also. And to those already doing all of these things, thank you so much. You're the ones who make these videos possible, and I really truly thank you. Okay guys, that's enough of that. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.